What is up, YouTube? Tops85401 here. I got some Bonds additions to the collection. I'm not sure if I'm going to add this as a card. It's not really a card, it's a CD from a box of Post cereal circa 2003. I couldn't resist buying this. It didn't cost me a lot of money, but it is sponsored by Upper Deck. I guess you would put this in your CD drive. For those of you that don't know, the younger viewers on here used to put these in your computer, and it used to help you run programs before we downloaded everything. But you got Barry Bonds, Sean Green, Trevor Hoffman. That is Larry Walker, I believe. And then on the top, you have, oh God, why can't I think of his name? The guy that hates Barry Bonds. My mind is drawing a blank. Guys, the older I get, the more my mind draws a blank. It's very frustrating at times. Jeez. All right, hopefully I'll remember that guy's name before this video is over. I don't know why I can't remember it. But here are some cards. Okay, so it's kind of funny. Eric, a.k.a. Big Mac Fanatic, came over to my house. And we went over all the Pinnacle brand cards in my collection. And I found a few that I can't believe I didn't have, starting with this score. This is one of the parallels. I can't remember the name of this parallel, but I didn't have it in my collection. So I picked this bad boy up. And then another card. This one here, this is like $1 card. And I still think I have it in my collection. But then every time I look, it's not there. I've probably seen this card a million times and just assumed I had it. But that's what happens when you don't have a checklist. I suppose, or I know exactly what happened, should I say. I've seen images of this card so many times that I just assumed I had it. But it's basically $1 card. I'm still trying to think of this guy's name. I don't know why my mind's drawing a blank. I had 2 copies of this card, but the ones I have say promo sample on the back. So I'm sure I bought it twice thinking that I didn't have the promo sample. Or the second time I bought it, figured I didn't have the promo sample. But it turns out I didn't have the pack issued Big Bang card. So there we go. Another edition. Man, that's kind of cool. I love that etching on that hollow foil. Cool looking card there. And then there were, one more. This one here. I love this card. I love this image of Bonds and the on-deck circle with the sledgehammer. And I don't know, there's like 3 or 4 other versions of this card I have, but I didn't have this one again. So kind of a foily version. I mean, these are not expensive cards. All these cards are like, what, $2 to $3 cards. That's like a $5 to $10 card. And then, yeah, so basically, those were real cheap. And then these were kind of affordable, nice, tough, not tough, kind of like one-a-box type inserts. And back in the 90s, one-a-box was a tough pull. To put it in perspective, refractors were typically 2-a-box. So these were tougher to pull than a refractor, but from a more affordable product than Topps Chrome. But anyways, here we go, Swingman. This is the artist proof. To be honest, I didn't even know to look for an artist proof. Had I known, I would have bought it years ago. But there we go. Cool card there. And then a couple more artist proofs. These are the museum collection artist proofs. And for whatever reason, I probably just assumed that there were only museum collections on these. I mean, guys, I'm still learning about the 90s cards as I go through the checklist. There's just stuff I don't even think of that's out there. Love that Dufex technology. God, that is sick. Kurt Schilling. Kurt Schilling. That's who that... God, why couldn't I think of that? You know how how I remembered his name. I said to myself, okay, bloody sock, bloody sock, bloody. Okay, Kurt Schilling. Of course, he had the bloody sock with the Boston Red Sox. But here's another one. The Naturals Artist Proof, the Museum Collection Artist Proof. So some nice additions. All these cards here cost me $100, so that kind of shows you that these were relatively affordable. Typically, cards I need for my bonds collection are individually at minimum $100 these days. So it's nice to pick up what I got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And if you want to count that as a card, 8 pieces in my collection for an average of $12.25. Not bad. Fun. This is where collecting's fun, right? Where it's affordable. You can add a lot of cool pieces. Don't have to spend a lot of money. And right now, that's kind of where I need to be anyway. So it works out perfect for me. So it's good that I'm working on my checklist and documenting what I have and don't have. All right, guys, comment down below. Let me know what you think. And I'm debating, is this or is it not a card? Well, it's made by a card company, and they did insert discs in some of their products. Not a full disc, but a very small disc. I don't know. We'll see. I probably won't, but I'll archive it like a card, even though it's not. Thanks for tuning in. And as always, until next time, happy collecting!